You're sound asleep, then boom. A jolt hits your leg so hard it feels like it's tearing from the inside. You gasp, you grab, you can't move. Just pain. Sound familiar? Over 60? Then chances are this nightmare happens more than you'd like to admit. And here's the shocking part. Research shows over 50% of seniors experience nighttime leg cramps regularly. Yet most suffer in silence, thinking it's just age. But that's a dangerous myth. Because what if those cramps aren't normal? What if they're your body's way of screaming for help, screaming about a silent deficiency that could be fixed with food? Today, I'll show you 5 doctor-backed foods that don't just fight cramps. They stop them before they start. And one of them, backed by clinical trials, but rarely mentioned. Stick around, because if you're waking up in pain, something's already wrong, and it's time to fix it, naturally. Let's dive in, because your first line of defense might be sitting quietly in your fridge right now. 1. Eggs. The muscle saver. You're probably ignoring. Let's start with something humble. Eggs. You see them every morning, but do you realize they might be your best defense against those sharp, sudden leg cramps that tear through your sleep? Here's the truth. After age 60, your muscles start disappearing. Slowly, silently. It's called sarcopenia, and it's one of the leading causes of nighttime cramps in seniors. Why? Because weak, tired muscles are more likely to spasm, and when they're undernourished, they don't recover. They just ache. Now here's where eggs shine. One large egg holds about 6 grams of complete protein, the kind your body can actually use to rebuild and maintain muscle. Not just bulk, but strength. The kind that keeps your legs steady, your balance sharp, and your nights pain-free. But that's just the beginning. Eggs are also rich in vitamin B12, a critical nutrient for keeping your nerves firing smoothly. When B12 levels drop, and they often do in seniors, especially those on metformin or acid reflux meds, your nerves misfire. That misfire? It's not just tingling or numbness. It's the start of cramping. Ever felt that burning, stabbing feeling out of nowhere? That's not just muscle. That's faulty nerve signals, something B12 helps fix. And let's not forget vitamin D, hiding right there in the yolk. Without enough D, your body can't properly absorb calcium. And without calcium, your muscles can't contract or relax the way they should. That's when the cramps come. Studies show that seniors with low vitamin D suffer more frequent and more intense leg cramps. And here's the scary part. Most older adults are deficient simply because we spend less time in the sun, and food sources alone don't give us enough. So what's the solution? Start with 6 to 7 eggs a week, a safe, effective way to rebuild strength, refill B12, and boost your vitamin D. Pair them with yogurt, salmon, or fortified milk to round out your intake. And if your doctor gives the green light, add a supplement or enjoy 15 minutes of morning sun. Just one warning. Eggs alone won't solve the problem if your muscles are missing this one essential mineral. It's something most people forget, but without it, your cramps won't stop, no matter how much protein you eat. Let's get into it. 2. Bananas. Nature's electrolyte pill. Let me ask you something. Ever notice how your legs seem to cramp more after a hot day, or when you've skipped meals? That's no coincidence. Most leg cramps aren't just about tired muscles. They're about missing minerals, and few foods fix that faster than a banana. Bananas aren't just convenient. They're one of the richest natural sources of potassium, the very mineral your muscles need to fire properly. Potassium works behind the scenes, helping your nerves send clear signals and your muscles contract without seizing up. When your potassium drops, even slightly, your muscles lose their rhythm. That's when the twitching starts, the stabbing, the stiffness that creeps in right as you're drifting off. And here's the kicker. One medium banana has about 420 milligrams of potassium, roughly 12% of your daily needs. But for seniors, that number often isn't met. Why? Medications like diuretics, poor appetite, dehydration, these all drain potassium from your body faster than you can eat it. Add to that a common fear: bananas are too sweet. I've heard it from retired truckers to diabetic vets. They avoid bananas thinking the sugar is too high. But here's the thing. Paired with a handful of nuts or a spoon of yogurt, a banana's natural sugar releases slower and supports recovery, without the spike. And potassium isn't the only magic hiding in this yellow fruit. Bananas also contain magnesium, which helps your muscles relax, and vitamin B6, which supports nerve function and reduces inflammation, two key players in cramp prevention. Studies have shown that seniors low in B6 are far more likely to suffer leg cramps and nerve-related spasms. One banana gives you nearly a third of your daily B6 needs. Even better? Bananas hydrate you. They're loaded with water-rich carbs, meaning they help restore fluid balance, a big deal for cramps caused by dehydration. Eat one an hour or two before bed, and you give your body the fuel it needs to sleep cramp-free. So how many? Start with one banana a day, or two if you're active. Diabetics? Just balance it with protein or fiber, like unsweetened Greek yogurt or almond butter. But here's where things get even more interesting. Because even if your potassium is perfect and your nerves are in check, there's one mineral most seniors are missing that's directly linked to chronic nighttime cramps. It powers your muscles, calms your nerves, and controls calcium levels deep inside your cells. And chances are, you're not getting nearly enough of it. Let's talk about the overlooked powerhouse hiding in seeds. 3. Pumpkin seeds. The magnesium muscle. Fix you've stretched. You've eaten your banana, but still, your leg cramps show up like clockwork. What gives? Here's a hard truth. If your muscles are still locking up, it could be because you're running low on magnesium, the mineral your muscles need to calm down. Think of magnesium like your body's off switch. Without it, muscles stay stuck in a half-contracted state. That's not just fatigue. It's the beginning of a cramp. And guess what food is absolutely loaded with this muscle-saving mineral? Pumpkin seeds. Just a small handful, about 1 ounce, gives you over 160 milligrams of magnesium. That's nearly 40% of what you need each day. No pills, no fancy powders, just crunchy, real food. Now let me tell you why that matters. Magnesium does more than help muscles relax. It fuels something called ATP synthesis, which, in plain English, is your body's way of generating the energy muscles need to move and recover. No ATP, no strength. Just weakness, stiffness, and you guessed it, cramps. It also helps regulate calcium and potassium levels inside your muscle cells. These minerals need to stay balanced, or else your nerves start misfiring and your muscles lock up like frozen gears. Here's the twist. Magnesium deficiency is incredibly common in seniors and often goes completely undetected. Why? Because blood tests don't always reflect your real magnesium levels. And even if your diet looks healthy, things like aging digestion, certain meds, and low stomach acid all interfere with absorption. Ever take magnesium supplements and feel no change? It might be because your body isn't absorbing the kind you're using, or you're missing supporting nutrients like vitamin B6, which helps magnesium get inside your cells. But pumpkin seeds? They give you magnesium in a form your body recognizes, plus a bonus of zinc, healthy fats, and a bit of potassium too. That makes them a triple threat for preventing muscle spasms, calming nerves, and supporting recovery. Just be mindful. Choose unsalted, dry roasted, or raw seeds. Too much sodium cancels out the cramp-fighting effects. And one more tip, have them in the afternoon or early evening. That's when your body starts winding down, and it gives your muscles a steady dose of what they need to prevent nighttime spasms. But what if you're already eating your eggs, bananas, and pumpkin seeds, and you're still waking up with tight calves and aching feet? Well, cramps aren't just about muscles. They're about circulation, too. Because if blood isn't flowing freely to your legs at night, even strong muscles can spasm. So up next, Two humble foods that boost blood flow, reduce inflammation, and quietly fix one of the most overlooked causes of leg cramps in seniors. 4. Pistachios and walnuts. The circulation boost your legs crave. Sometimes, it's not about your muscles being weak. It's about your blood not getting there in time. See, for your muscles to work properly, especially during the night, they need oxygen, nutrients, a steady, quiet flow of blood. But what happens when circulation slows? When your vessels are stiff, your muscles panic, they spasm. That's when you wake up clutching your leg in the dark. Poor circulation is one of the most underrated causes of leg cramps in older adults. And here's where two unlikely heroes step in: pistachios and walnuts. Let's start with pistachios. These little green gems are packed with potassium, healthy fats, and antioxidants, all of which support vascular function. Just 1 ounce gives you nearly 300 milliliters of potassium, plus plant-based compounds that help relax blood vessels and improve flow to your legs. Think of them as nature's blood pressure whisperers. Now walnuts, different story, same mission. Walnuts are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, especially ALA, which is a natural anti-inflammatory. Inflammation inside your blood vessels makes it harder for blood to reach your lower legs, especially when you're lying flat at night. But omega-3s help reduce that inflammation, keep vessels flexible, and improve circulation right where it matters. Want proof? A 2024 clinical trial showed that seniors who added walnuts daily saw a significant reduction in nighttime leg pain linked to poor circulation. It didn't happen overnight, but after 6 weeks, they were walking longer, sleeping deeper, and cramping less. Now here's something personal. One of my patients, a 72-year-old veteran named Mark, used to limp after walking just 1 block. His legs felt like cement by evening. He started adding pistachios in the afternoon, walnuts with dinner. In 8 weeks, he walked half a mile, no cane, no pain. And yes, no more cramps. That's the power of circulation. So how do you use these? Easy. 1 small handful of each per day. Mix into yogurt. Eat as a snack. Just watch the salt. Go for unsalted or dry roasted only. And if digestion's tricky, chop or soak them. Your gut will thank you. But we're not done yet, because even with strong muscles and healthy circulation, there's one overlooked nutrient that ties it all together. It tells calcium where to go, strengthens your bones, protects your arteries, and plays a shockingly direct role in cramp prevention. Most seniors never hear about it, yet it's been proven in clinical trials to reduce cramp intensity and frequency. That's what we'll uncover next. And once you hear it, you'll never look at yogurt the same way again. 5. Yogurt plus K2. The cramp-killing combo. Doctors rarely mention you've got the protein, the potassium, the magnesium, the omega-3s, but if you're still waking up with tight, burning calves, there might be one missing piece. And most people, doctors included, rarely bring it up. It's called vitamin K2, and it might just be the secret key to unlocking pain-free sleep. Here's why. Your muscles don't cramp in isolation. They rely on calcium to contract and relax. But if calcium goes to the wrong place, like into your arteries instead of your bones, it stiffens blood flow, triggers nerve misfires, and yes, brings on cramps. That's where K2 steps in. Vitamin K2 acts like traffic control for calcium. It helps direct it away from your blood vessels and into your bones and muscles, where it actually belongs. Without enough K2, calcium can build up in all the wrong places, clogging circulation, triggering inflammation, and disrupting the calm flow your legs need at night. Now, here's the part that'll make you look twice at your fridge. Yogurt, especially when paired with K2-rich foods like natto or certain cheeses, becomes a powerhouse. Not only does it deliver calcium and protein, but when combined with K2, it helps your muscles and bones actually use those nutrients the right way. Still skeptical? A 2024 clinical trial gave seniors just 180 micrograms of vitamin K2 daily, and after 8 weeks, participants reported significantly fewer and milder leg cramps, plus better leg strength overall. That's no small claim. And yet, barely anyone talks about it. So how do you get more K2? Start with a serving of unsweetened yogurt every day. Add a bit of natto if you're adventurous, or choose hard cheeses like Gouda or Jarlsberg, which naturally contain K2. And if your diet is limited, talk to your doctor about a K2 supplement. Just make sure it's the MK7 form, which stays in your system longer. Want to level it up? Try a simple evening blend. A few spoonfuls of yogurt, sliced banana, crushed walnuts, and a sprinkle of pumpkin seeds. Right there, you've just fed your muscles everything they need to rest, recover, and stop screaming at 2 a.m. And this combo? It's not just food. It's a strategy. A daily ritual that helps your body work with you, not against you. Remember earlier when I teased a cramp killer that most seniors overlook? This is it. Yogurt plus K2. Quiet. Underrated. Clinically backed. And the perfect close to your new cramp-fighting routine. So now you've seen all 5. But before we wrap up, let's take a step back and talk about what this really means for you. So let's bring it home. If you've been living with leg cramps, quietly, stubbornly, like so many older adults do, it's time to stop thinking of them as just another sign of aging. They're not. They're signals, warnings, your body's way of asking for help. And now, you know how to answer. You've got 5 powerful tools. Simple, natural, doctor-recommended. Eggs to rebuild your muscle strength. Bananas to restore your electrolytes. Pumpkin seeds to calm your nerves. Walnuts and pistachios to open your blood flow. And yogurt with K2 to pull it all together where it counts. None of this is magic, but together they can be life-changing. Imagine waking up tomorrow without pain. Imagine walking farther, resting deeper, living better, because your body has what it needs again. If even one of these foods made a difference for you, tell us in the comments below. And if you want part 2, where we break down the 3 drinks that stop leg cramps fast, type part 2, please. And hey, if this video helped you, don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on the bell so you never miss another tip. We've got more science-backed ways to help you stay strong, steady, and independent, right here. You've carried your body through a lifetime. Now let's give it what it needs to carry you further. Take care, stay well, and we'll see you in the next one.